My name is Abhijit Bhoge, and I am a transportation designer from Mumbai basically. Didn't live in Mumbai for a very long time. I mean, I had studied my education till 10th in Mumbai, but then after that, I have been traveling all over the place. I have lived quite a lot of my life in Pune, and I've lived in Ahmedabad. I've lived in Chennai for my engineering, and I've lived in Torino for my masters, and then I am living in Gurgaon for my business and my entrepreneurial initiative, which is called Studio 34. Studio 34 is a transportation design studio from Gurgaon, India. We have been established since 2010 and working since in this field successfully for almost all the major OEMs for India. Myself, I did my master's in transportation design from Torino IED. Before that, I had finished my mechanical engineering from Chennai. Before that, I had done my diploma in mechanical engineering from Pune, and before that, I had done my 10th. So that's my story in short. After I finished my master's in Torino, I went ahead to work with a studio in Turin called FNF Studio for a very short time. After which I came and joined Yo Bikes, a company pioneering in electric scooters in India, based out of Ahmedabad. That was my first job, and it involved everything from setting up design studio in that company till actually sketching and prototyping scooters for them. It was a good experience because this company actually was doing everything in-house, right from mechanical R&D, electrical R&D, developing in their own products and designing as well. After they hired me for that job. Unlike the other players who are getting directly everything from China and just selling it over here. So for me, it was a very good experience, not only in designing and prototyping, but as well I got to work closely with the engineers who are involved in developing these scooters. After which, I joined design school as a professor, a design school based out of Pune, which is called DYPDC. I was there for 6 years. And again, that was a very enriching experience because when you are teaching something, you basically learn more than students actually do. And your principles and your ideas are much more sharpened and refined during the course of your teaching, the process of teaching. Because you have to be double sure what you're telling people. You cannot be just randomly saying things. So that entire process clears out many doubts and ideas in your brain because you have to tell the right thing. At least what you feel is right, what is relevant. Especially in India, where students have many questions. So, and you have to tell them in their language what they can understand. It helped me a lot professionally also to understand what design actually means and who it is for and what you should do for somebody. Yeah. So that was a basic thing. When I was working with Yo Bikes, we started together. So Studio 34 was started by 4 friends of us. So we were all studying together in Turin, and we had decided that whenever we go back to India, we are going to do something exciting, something of ourselves. And because we knew there were no studios in India that are providing these services or doing something like, we were not really interested in doing services that time. We were just very passionate about car designs and bike designs, and we wanted to do it freely. And we were just boys, and we wanted to do it just like you are. We were inspired by design lifestyle, and we wanted to live that life of a designer. And so we thought that it would be nice if we do something of our own. We will be one of the first people to do it in India, and that would give us that glamour and that recognition, fame. So we didn't think out that so deeply what would happen, but that was just plain honest idea that we will do something of our own and do design a lot of cars. It was a wonderful idea, but we did not leave it. When we came back, we did register a company in 2010, and then we went on to work side by side. In the background, we kept on working whatever small projects we got, right from designing visiting cards to brochures, graphics, anything that we can get hand on. So we have designed T-shirts also, and graphics on the T-shirts, and mugs, and dustbins, and buckets, and everything that we could do. It was not a very ideal journey, but it was a fun journey. I mean, eventually we did start designing for major OEMs for automotive, but the process was really enjoyable, and we were working because we needed money to sustain ourselves, and at the same time we had to feed our creative instincts as well. So we kept on doing whatever design projects that we could get for at least 6-7 years until we got our first serious transportation design project in India. So we always wanted that when we go back to India, we will definitely come together and do something that will not only create an entirety in studio in India. We thought that when we go back to India, we'll not only look for normal jobs, but we'll also do something that will create an industry or create a domain, an opportunity for other people to do something which was not there before. And now Studio 34 is, I think, one of its kind design studio in India, which is providing all the transportation design services under one single roof. And somehow we want to inspire even young people that now even they can do it, and they can, if they are passionate about designing, they should go out and do it. Well, it is possible, because if we can do it when there was nothing around, even they can do it when the facilities are much better. And in fact, people are more aware about design, of accepting design as a full-time profession. So if you think you have it in you, just go ahead and pursue it. Design in this context means industrial design, and industrial design has a few subfields like product design, automotive design, accessory design. So mainly industrial design is something which involves design with the products that are mass produced. So anything that you look around you, all the products that you see in your house, most of them, I think 90% of them are mass produced. Mass produced means one design replicated million times, 1,000 times, So it's design only once. And when you design once, you have to design for many people, and you have to understand what they want. And you cannot go and ask everybody that what do you like. You have to study a few sample people and understand what are the requirements and what will they choose, what will they prefer when they go to a shopping market or a shop to see, and which one they will choose, what makes them choose a certain product over other doing the similar functions. So when we design all these things, we have to understand user as well as their usage. We have to understand limitations of mass production, limitation of technology, and also what technology can give you extra. So when you know all these things, you will be able to produce or design something which is really acceptable or liked by people. So for me, design is something which is natural to everybody. Okay, so let me tell you this way: humankind is creative. That's why it's human, because we are creative. The rest of the animals are not creative, or let's say they are not able to create something of their own. They cannot create their own houses. They can, but they cannot design, or they can't plan and make something for themselves or plan in advance. Humans can plan in advance, and they can really do a very large task much more powerful task than a single person can, because they can plan creatively, they can communicate effectively. So I think everybody is born creative. So your mom who is making paratha in some new way is also creative, and your small sister who is doing something in her own style is creative, because that's what is important to humans, because they have their own way of doing it, their own style of doing it, and they always come up with something new. So everyone is creative. The designers are the people who just choose creativity as their profession, and they master it, and they master the techniques of being successful every time. Not that they become successful every time they attempt a design, but that they study techniques that can increase the probability of the designs being successful every time. That's their attempt, at least. That's what they try for, at least. So design has become a domain now in which people are studying design in a more disciplined manner, basically understanding techniques. So if you know techniques, you can really create something new. Techniques are easy, and most of the things are very easy. Of course, you have to be inclined towards becoming, or let's say being original, and trying to create something new which is not seen before, and that pursuit of creating new will always push you off, pulling off your own methods and styles of doing things. You should keep on doing it, because existing techniques and your style combined will make something new. Apart from that, so some people are born with those kind of skills. Some people have naturally, they have sketching skills. So if you see some reality shows, you will see a small girl of 3 years or 4 years is singing brilliantly. No one taught her. Okay, she just got it naturally. Some people can do it naturally. That's reality. Some people cannot do those things properly. They can do something else nicely. Sometimes they know what they can do. Sometimes they don't know what they can do. So for example, if I want to be a singer, doesn't necessarily mean I'm a good singer naturally. If I like to sing, I will just sing. But I will not expect that I'll become a professional singer, because I might not sing so nicely. But I like to sing. So if you like to sketch something, if you like to do drawing, sketching, you do it. You don't have to really worry if you are going to become a professional designer or not. You just do it because you enjoy it. The moment you think that you want to become a professional designer because you really like to do it, irrespective of you can do it properly or not, then you will have to go rigorously through the training programs and train yourself properly to do things. It is possible. For some it is easy, for some it is difficult. But remember one thing, even within design there are many skill sets. One skill set being, let's say, imagination skills. Without seeing any reference, you can imagine shape, forms, products. In your head, you can think about, without sketching, you can imagine things. You can imagine which is not there. Imagination means that you think of something which is not existing. So if you imagine a pencil, this is not imagination, because you know it's easy. But if you want to do a pencil which is, let's say, having multi-functions or something else which is not there, and you imagine, you can see it in your head, it's imagination. And then second skill being visualization. So if you visualize it, if you can see it properly, imagine something that can happen, and then you can make it look on paper, that becomes how you visualize things, how you can see it yourself in reality. And then you have representation skills. That includes sketching. So sketching is something which means that you are putting something on a medium like paper, what you are thinking. Okay, so let's say if you are trying to draw a car, if you are drawing a car like Porsche, let's say, or a Ferrari, or a Lamborghini, or a Fiat, or anything. If you want to draw it on paper, and when you drew it without seeing at the picture, and if you think, or anybody say, some of your friends recognize the car without telling them which car is this, then maybe you know the car, you have seen the car well. There is a certain, why you must have noticed when you are sketching something, the car doesn't look like the car that you thought of. You thought of Fiat and it looks like a Ford maybe. Okay, when you sketched it. So there is a certain data loss. When you see something, you store it and you represent it on paper, there's a lot of data loss. You only remember a few things. You just draw the way you see it. And then you realize this is not the thing that I was looking at. This is different. So I think representation skills are mostly dependent on observation skills. If you're observing well, then maybe you can represent also well. So observation is key for sketching cars in proportion and right perspective. So sketching skills for any design domain are important. Okay, because it's the most fastest and the most natural way of showing your ideas. And so if your those skills are good, you are more likely to be successful in this field. So I strongly recommend that you start sketching, start doing live drawing, looking at existing things and sketching them, looking at them, memorizing them and doing it. So my exercise, how I developed is when I was a kid, I would see cars on the road. I would see Ambassadors and Fiats and Mahindra Jeeps and all. So because I was traveling with a bag on my shoulder in the school, I couldn't sketch there and there itself. So I would sit down on the road and take out my pencil and see proportions. I would memorize the proportions of it. How big is the grille compared to the windscreen? How big is the silhouette of the car compared to the grille? And all those things I would remember, and then I would go back home and draw it on paper. And then I would compare it next time. It would pretty much look like proper, like the car. And the sketching is very important, and you have to practice as much as possible. So in design, India has been active for, let's say, in many fields like film and media design has been there for a very long time. Graphic design has been there successfully. Then we have fashion design, which has also been there for a very long time. Industrial design is something which has been there for some time, but at a very nascent, behind the scenes stage. It has not flourished like the other fields because it is not so glamorous as compared to fashion design. So maybe that is one of the reasons, but that's what I think. And then you have industrial design, and now you have transportation design, and you have product design. So it's a beginning of this new field that has been happening from last 6, 7 years, 8 years in India. So many colleges have come out, and there is a potential to it. Even students are having opportunity to study design, transportation design, industrial design, and even industry is accepting, or they are also getting aware of a field called industrial design, because India predominantly has been a country who was importing designs and manufacturing them in India. So all the cars that we saw were designed somewhere else for some other people, and then they were only produced in India. And now we have people who are designing in India and manufacturing in India for Indian people. So and since Indians are becoming more financially powerful, and they are able to buy things, they are able to choose things, they have their own preferences. Even though we like Western things, our roots are so strong that we will make a few decisions based on our roots. We won't even know it. So Indian choices are respected, and so the companies, even if it is not an Indian company, it realizes that we have to respect the choice of Indians, because that is what will drive you. That is what will get you business. The scope is unlimited. They are going to go ahead and buy cars, and companies will have to make cars for them, and they have to make cars that are liked by them. So there is a lot of scope. I feel automotive design is going to flourish, and it has just begun in India. Of course, all the great people always got jobs. I don't know anybody who is really good and sitting idle. If someone is good, or let's say someone who is sincere. So all the people, if even today if I want to hire somebody who is good, it's a very difficult search for me, because all the good people have been hired. So if they are above average and they are sincere in their work, it is seen in their portfolio and they are generally not sitting ideal. So I don't think they should worry about the job anywhere in India or abroad. India market, of course, there is a lot of scope and design studios have been increasing. Mostly in OEMs, they have been opening up design studios. Almost all the companies are getting the initiative. At least at some level, they are doing it. Companies like Mahindra have full-fledged design studios. Companies like Tata have full-fledged design studios. Bajaj, Hero, Honda motorcycles and scooters, not Honda cars. Hyundai has been doing design for some time in India now, and they are taking design more seriously in India. So they are doing design more seriously. First it was in Korea, but now they are doing it more seriously in India, and it is increasing. Royal Enfield is doing a lot of design here. Almost all the OEMs have understood and recognize the need for mature transportation design in India, because the market is about choice and not about decision, because people choose what they like and they don't know why they like it, but they just like it. So they like something, so they buy it. So when it becomes about choice, designers play a very big role in in the choice of people. So this has been increasing, and then I'm sure there are a lot of jobs for people in India. I cannot speak for European opportunities, but yes, I have some people who have studied in India and worked abroad, and they have got jobs abroad because they were really good. I mean, I will not say they were like exceptionally amazing sketching creative people, but they were decently good with their work, and they were very clear of what they were doing. There was no confusion. They knew what to do, what was right for them, not right for the world, but they knew what they were doing, and they did it with conviction. And they could explain the projects properly, they could explain the design properly, they could explain why they were doing what they were doing. I think that kind of clarity is something more sought after than amazing sketching or rendering skills. They are important, but I think clarity is something which you should have. You can work anywhere. I mean, for it's some studios in Europe or America, or they won't mind hiring Indian designers if they are good enough. I don't think there is an issue over there. India, definitely there is a lot of scope. I hope whatever I have told will be helpful for you, and I would like to wish all the best to the people who want to follow their passion.